Good morning, Gun Nuts. This is Nathan from the Reloading Room, coming to you with the Reloaders Network weekly recap. So this week we're 1 week closer to YouTube's decision on reloading content and how exactly they're going to moderate what it is that we're posting, or possibly not moderate. So there's been a lot of videos on that subject. Go ahead and take a look at all your favorite content creators and find out what it is that they're saying. Particularly, I kind of singled out the Reloader dude. Does a video about kind of the future of his channel and where he's going and how he's going to post some videos to YouTube and things like that, and also where he's going to be posting all of his videos. So I highly recommend go ahead and check him out if he's... I'm going to check him out anyway, but check him out if that's something that you're interested in and find out kind of where he's going to be putting content. In addition, we've got Loads of Bacon has begun posting videos on his channel for some of the content that he's felt would be in violation of the YouTube policy. He's taken and kind of condensed that content down to something that wouldn't be in violation, and he gives you links to where those videos are going to be posted in their entirety. I'm going to be doing very similar type videos. I know some of the other guys are going to be doing that as well. So kind of expect to see that sometimes, where we'll have videos up that'll be 1 or 2 minutes long to show you get an idea of what we're going to be going over, and then giving you links to, for me would be BitChute. For Loads of Bacon it would be I think he's on everything: BitChute, Dailymotion, the GunTube, 1776 TV. He's got a whole list. So go ahead and check out his videos, and that'll help you to get links of where he's going to be going. He's not going to go anywhere, but where he's also going to be posting content. But this week hasn't all been about the YouTube censorship. We've also had some really good content come up with, say, Batjack JW does a This Old Gun is what I like to call him, section on a Model 19 Snubby Smith. I just love that gun to pieces. I've got a 4-inch Snubby Smith. Drink a coffee here. It's one of my favorite revolvers I've ever owned in my life, and I got it for trade for one that was one of my least favorite. So you never know how those deals are going to come out. Sometimes you get something and you think you want it, and then you end up trading it off, and then you just find something that's just, for the rest of your life, is one of your favorite guns. So take a look at his video. It's a really beautiful revolver. I've always wanted a Snubby, so that's probably, I wouldn't say it's one of the next things on my list, but man, my list is getting really, really long nowadays. Another great video is Alaskan Ballistics does a piece on 240 grain 44 mag Fiocchi ammo through a 4 5/8 inch Ruger and through a 9-inch Red Hawk Ruger. You get some really, really good ideas of what kind of speed differences you can expect moving up, essentially 4.5, or, well, not 4.5, but 4 3/8 barrel size. You get some really good results, and I highly recommend taking a look at his video, and look at his whole thing if you haven't. Look at his whole catalog. He does some really amazing work. JH586SW. Him, Mike Treen, and Lever Action Gypsy have been talking about this 35 Remington series on the Reloaders Network. If you have not gone to the Reloaders Network, I really, really recommend that you do so. This is where everybody is kind of converging. We're all talking. It's a great, great environment, and it's going to be expanding to a full blog in the future. So really, really highly recommend you take a look at that. But back to JH586SW. He's doing a 35 Remington series, and I expect that Mike Treen and possibly Gypsy are going to be doing this as well. But JH really goes into this really great, great, great video of kind of laying out the beginnings of load development. And you guys know how I love load development anyway. But he goes into kind of explaining, the background and why he's choosing some of the components that he's choosing. And it's not drudgery. It's really good information. It goes relatively quickly, kind of moves from one topic to the other, and it's a great, great video. I highly recommend taking a look at that if you're into the 35 Remington, or if you're just beginning to do some kind of load development yourself. Take a look at that. Speaking of load development, Eagle Eye Shooting continues on with his 30-06 paper patch series. This time he's kind of comparing a paper patch bullet that's been powder coated versus one that is just plain. He also goes through a little bit of load changes, but man, he gets some amazing speeds out of this thing. I highly recommend taking a look at this. This is such a cool video. I don't want to kind of give it away or anything, so please take a look at the video, but he does an amazing job. He's starting to really kind of get down some accuracy. Some of the key holing has kind of went away, but kind of showed itself in other areas. So definitely take a look at that and see where that series is going. It's been a really eye-opening experience. I've never considered paper patching, so this is really cool. The Gun Nut, he's celebrating his 1,000th subscriber, which is a huge deal for us content creators. I've only been on YouTube now for, I think I started in September or October, and then I took like a 2 or 3 month break, and now I've been back, and I've got 115, 117 subscribers. I love you all, I appreciate it, and some of the other guys that I know have 300 to 500. Getting to 1,000 is a big deal. In this environment right now, with the way we're not monetized, we're not often put up there as recommended videos unless you've got 1 billion subscribers. Being able to continue on like he has for as long as he has, putting out good information, and getting to 1,000 subscribers is great. So congratulations to him. He said he may be doing something else as far as the celebration thing goes, but we'll see if that happens. Kind of goes over a little trip down memory lane about his channel and where he started. So take a look at that and watch the rest of his videos if you haven't, and go over there and tell him congratulations on his 1,000 subscribers. Content creator that I've just started getting into is Rick's Reloading Bench. He seems like a very, very down-to-earth, really nice guy, really kind of laid back, and I think he's kind of part of that California, or at least West Coast reloaders kind of thing, and he has that laid back kind of mentality. I love watching. Well, him and a friend of his are doing an unboxing and the beginnings of a review on a Frankford Arsenal rotary tumbler. I've never had one. I've been using rotary tumblers for a while, but I use a thumbless tumbler that I got secondhand, and that's all I've ever used, so I've never really looked into it. I think Fortune Cookie does a video where he talks about it as well. Seems like a very nice unit, very well put together. Go ahead and take a look at his video if this is something that you're seriously considering, or if it's something that you're mildly considering. If you're using a vibratory tumbler and you're tired of having lead dust in the air and not getting that great of results, come over to the Wet Tumbling crowd. It's where it's at, and take a look at Rick's Reloading Bench to see kind of if the Frankford Arsenal is for you. Georgia Boy 44 takes a Rossi 92 44 mag with some pretty good size Lee bullets and get some pretty serious speeds without having any kind of pressure signs or anything like that. He also gets some pretty good accuracy with it as well, considering the circumstances in which he's shooting it. I recommend going and take a look at that. If anything, just kind of watching the improvised shooting arrangement is definitely worth it, and we've all been there. So he gets some really good speeds, get some good accuracy with it. Go ahead and take a look. If you're thinking about casting for your 44 and you want to go a little heavy with your bullet, take a look at Georgia Boy 44 and see what he's done. Uncle Jim, one of my favorite channels. I just really enjoy Jim. I enjoy his commentary on life, and how Jerry sometimes interferes with that. He gives you a sneak peek on a mystery press, something like that he's gotten from an auction, and I've got an idea what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. The pivot arm seems to be a little high to be what I want, but I know that handle, and I know where that handle comes from. So anyway, he also shows some molds and dies that he got at this auction. And alright, so this might not seem overly important in light of being able to go on to whatever online distributor that is that you go to. I like Graf & Sons. Speaking of which, jump on Facebook, go over to their webpage, like their webpage of course, and give them a condolences. Bob Graf just passed away on the 2nd, I think it was, and I just found out about it and just kind of did a quick look, prayers going out to you kind of thing. Go ahead and do that. It can't hurt. But anyway, back to the auction. Back in the day, I remember when I was a kid going to auctions with my dad quite a bit, And, you know, this is where he would get a lot of his milsurps and things like that. But this was also a place where, you know, you could really do a lot of swapping and selling. There was no eBay, things like that. But there's still a lot of swapping and selling going on at these auctions, people. So go take a look at it. Go to find your local auction house. Go down there on a whatever night or day it is that they're open and they're running. And check it out. You might be able to come up with a deal. Like Uncle Jim gets two molds, which I think are brand. I know one of them's brand new. One of them, I think the other one's brand new, and really cool molds. By the way, they're Lyman molds. A set of I think they're 30 carbine dies, RCBS dies anyway, and some other stuff. And he gets a really smoking deal on it. So, you know, you might not be able to find a good Lyman mold on eBay for $45. But you can go to an auction and possibly get an entire, you know, 3 or 4 of them or a whole lot of them for $45-50. So go ahead and give that a shot and check that out. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this week. Now, it did seem like this one went a little bit faster, and I think last week's one went a little bit faster as well. Maybe I need to up this from 10 videos to 15 in the future. We'll take a look at that. But till then, go check out the Reloaders Network. Links will be in the description. Take a look at the NRA, Gun Owners of America, things like that. You know, right now this is a really important time to do so. And stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.